Hello, everyone. Akasa living here, and want to talk to you about, well, we're getting ready to have a podcast. I'm not sure exactly what day it's launching, but this is kind of an example of what it's going to be like. Now, usually I'll have someone else with me, but today I'm going to be talking about the book that's coming out. The Every Twin Flame Life is 3 stories: order, the chaos, and return to order. And so I'm just going to be talking to you directly myself today, but I can't wait for the podcast to launch, and I can't wait for the book to be out either, which is November 11th. Now, on to the point of chaos for twin flames that I want to talk about today, which is when you just can't be yourself and have the conversation with them that you want to have. That is quite chaotic. The truth of the matter is, we always want to be in energy where we can be ourselves. That's been kind of the problem with the world. That's why we're in the chaos we're in part, is we've been filling roles and doing things the way society says we should, et cetera, et cetera. And we not have the sovereignty over self to say, hold on a second, I need to use my voice here. I need to say this. And so we're coming out of that, and we are speaking up and taking sovereignty of self. And then along comes this twin flame stuff. And all of a sudden, hold on, that's the energy I want to be in. And that's what I want to do. I want to be sovereign over myself. I don't want to be tiptoeing around anybody's feelings or anything. Doesn't mean I want to bulldoze them, but I want to be me. I want to express myself. But if I express myself with them, it doesn't go well right now. So I better not express myself. I better not call right now. They're not even answering me right now. Da, 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 da. So how do you handle all that? How do you be healthy, happy, whole, complete, and be sovereign of self and be growing and all of those things, and then find out you're a twin flame, and then all of a sudden you back up and you're like, oh, hold on. So I'm not going to communicate with them right now. How do we do all that? Well, there's really not the conflict that it sounds like there. It's really all pretty much the same, but you definitely want to know it for your twin flame journey, because not knowing it will definitely add to the chaos of it and slow down getting back into order. Okay. And this is the trick of it. It's not really a trick at all either. It's just the universal law of it, the math and science of it. It's the way energy works. When someone is not in resonant energy with us, they're not ready for us to be that. They're just not ready. So the best thing to do is to just stay in frequency. Use your energetic bandwidth for being you and going on down your timeline, and pull your energy from the situation. If it's your parent, love you, mom, dad, good to see you. You want to be respectful, so you want to show up. But as soon as the energy starts getting wonky, okay, got to go now, and out the door you go. Sovereign of self. You've maintained a relationship with them, but you changed how much energetic bandwidth you're giving it. You weren't disrespectful, but you got out the door before what they were doing, the vibrational frequency they were in, interfered with the integrity of your energetic field. That's one way of handling it. Not the old way of coping and staying there and then, oh my God, I got to, it's my parents. No, you don't. You're sovereign of self. Okay. Now, there is also the option of speaking up and saying to them, this is how my life is now, yada, yada, yada. And that is certainly a healthy thing to do if their energy is open to it. But if their energy is open to it, you can do that all day long and you're not going to get anywhere. So it's a waste of your energetic bandwidth. So don't bother. Just go on down your way and do your thing. Don't use your energetic bandwidth for that. That's how it is with regular relationships. Put yourself into a relationship with people that you are in frequency with, so you can be sovereign over yourself. It's about pulling yourself out of those relationships that you're not resonant with, redistributing your energetic bandwidth. Get away from that job where you can't express yourself. Get away from those friendships that aren't really friendships, because they don't want you for who you really are. They want you for when you're filling a role that they've set up for you. You don't want your energy in those things. So yes, the healthy thing to do is use your voice and be you and put yourself into resonant relationships. Here I am. This is how I show up. And you start attracting in. You get the job that you can be you in. You get the friendships you can be you in. And family, hopefully You can go spend some time there and respectfully leave before they pull you out of frequency. But if not, you say what you have to say, and you make the breaks if that's what you have to do. Hopefully not, but this is about what is best for you in the end. Respectful. How would you want to be treated? Okay. But when twin flame comes into play, you want to communicate with this person, but you can't because you're going to trigger them. They're not open to communicating right now. Or if you do communicate, it's causing them to just take you for granted, and they're not really there. They're not doing the work. They're just like, oh yeah, I can get what I want here, and then I'm gone again. And so, no, you don't communicate then. To me, sometimes it feels like playing a game. You'll hear tarot world say things like, when you pull your energy, they'll feel it missing and then they'll come. Well, to me, that's manipulation, and I don't want to do that. But I do understand it. They miss the energy. And so they're like, where did my person go? What you want to do is you want to communicate with them. You haven't been able to communicate in a while. You open the door, you test the waters. If they come back and they're communicating with you, and it's an energy for energy loop, a positive energy loop, they're giving you as much time as you're giving them, great. Then you can go to communicating with them on a higher level as an equal, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You're sovereign over self then. You're doing something healthy for you. But if it goes back to, I'll talk to them if I want to, I'll make time for them if I want to, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, you're not in a positive energy loop with that person. Yes, it's your twin. Yes, you want to communicate with them. Communication is best. But if it's going to be an energy drain on you, and if it's going to cause them to be like, I don't have to do anything here, this is working. No, it's not. It's not working for me. It's not working for me. You see, I respect myself. I don't treat others that way. If someone says something to me, I reply. If someone gives me time, I give time back. So no, I'm not putting my time and energy into communicating with you for you to have all the power over me, because that's what you're using it for, or for you to not answer me clearly, so I have to assume. No, it's not how I treat people. It's not how I want to be treated. How do I want to feel? I don't want to feel like that. I don't want to feel like I just said, how are you doing? And I was ignored for 6 weeks. I don't want to feel that way. It's not the energy I'm going to put out. It's not the energy I'm going to be in. I'm not going to be treated that way. So you pull all that energy back to yourself. You don't hold it against them. You don't get mad. You don't have a fit. You don't do any of that stuff. You just pull your energy back. Put it back into you. You go on being you. You grow. You shine. All of those things like you're supposed to. And then here you are in frequency. Perhaps you attract them back in. Maybe you don't. Maybe you go on 6 months down the line, a year down the line, whatever. And if you choose to open it back up and see, okay, let's see them over there, or I felt them. Let's see if things have changed. And you want to open up the door a little bit and see, hey, this is me. So how you doing? And see if it's different. Great. If it is, fantastic. Now you can communicate. And it's an energy for energy exchange. But no, if they're going to ignore you again, or not be in a positive energy loop with you, if they're going to leave you assuming or leave you hanging, or use that as, well, I've got them over a barrel. Look, I don't have to put any energy into this. They're doing it all. The runner chaser thing, all of that. Nope. Well, I knocked on that door, saw where that's at. Shut the door. Get the integrity of your energetic field back up. Put that energy back into you. Again, no judgment. No, can you believe they did that again? Yada, 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 yada. None of that. That's a waste of your energy too. Put all your energy into you being the best and highest, greatest timeline you can be on, being the one and only you, the best and highest you can be in frequency. And you go on and be you. Now, it may never change. You have no control over what they do, but it just might. Matter of fact, there's a very good chance it will if it's your twin. But if it doesn't, that's okay. Because you've attracted in the right friends, the right work, the right high vibrational, perhaps soulmate. or parallel even. You and your light body will discuss this and make conscious choices about, this seems to really be aligned. Is this what I'm supposed to do? You will make those conscious choices based on that. It is very chaotic when you can't just say what you need to, when you can't pick up the phone and say, hey, I had this idea. This would be great for you. What do you think? And you have to worry about, well, even are they even going to answer? Or are they going to think I'm trying to manipulate my way into their world? Or do they think I'm trying to tell them how to live their life? Or, no. You don't want to be in energy like that. That is not an energy for energy loop. When the response you get triggers you to feel that way, one, yes, that is your responsibility to handle the fact that you were triggered. But two, if you were a positive energy loop, that wouldn't be the response you got. The response you got would be, yeah, we're in frequency on that. It would be a positive energy loop. You put something out there. They showed you where they're at with it energetically. Okay. This isn't where I want to be. Then I'm not going to. So you pull your energy back. No judgment. None of that. No, when they do come around later, oh yeah, I would, but not until I give them a little of what they gave me. That's 3D. And you're just going to cause more chaos for your twin flame journey. Don't do that. If they come up out of that frequency, don't you go down into it to get back at them. No. If they come back and they're in frequency, okay, good. Forgive everything, not just your twin, everyone, because how do you want to be treated? Well, I've been on frequency before. I want to be forgiven. I want bygones to be bygones. That's right. So let it be. The energy you put out is the energy you get. So I know you want to communicate with your twin. I know you get up in the morning and you want to say, good morning, how are you? I know you want to do that. I know nighttime comes, you want to say, good night, have sweet dreams. I know you have something great happen. They're the first person you want to reach out to. I know you have a problem. They're the one that you don't want them to fix it for you. You don't want them to come make your world beautiful, but they're the one that you want to go to and say, I need a safe space to just be for a few minutes. But if they're not energetically there yet, they're not there. Don't drain yourself. Don't hurt yourself by hoping they are, or looking all the time to see if they are. Check periodically. And there again, check in with your light body on that. Hey, did I just hear you say that we should contact the twin? Oh, wishful thinking? Okay. Oh, you did? Okay. Yeah, do it that way. You can never convince someone to be in frequency. They have to get there on their own. The fastest way is you being in frequency. Doesn't mean that it's going to cause them to. Sovereignty of self. But it's the best chance you've got. And it's absolutely where you're supposed to be anyway. That's the beauty of being energy. When we're being who we're supposed to be, everyone else has the best opportunity to be too. We're putting out the right butterfly effect. We're magnetized, showing up just the right way to bring in what resonates with us, including our twin. I hope that helps with the chaos of, but I just want to talk to them. And I can't. It's not energy for energy. I know. It's okay. You make every day happen. Okay? You live in great big capital letters every day. You be in frequency. Show up as you. And you'll have the best life.